All right, Asu. So, uh, obviously, it seems like you're pretty well versed in all these games. What specifically is drawing you to SRT 3?
SRT3 is the first one I picked when I came back to SRT and PC version, because there was the run that I didn't move that much compared to console version, and yeah, otherwise I doubt if we go back to 2008, like I was SRT hype, I guess, with the release of the game, and since I've done almost most of the any percent OJ categories as well, I wanted to do SRT any percent categories too. So yeah, that's why.
That sounds pretty hype. And are you excited for this run today?
Yeah, that's not gonna be as great as the previous run, I'm afraid, because I'm pretty rusty on this one. But we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, for sure. Best of luck and give it your all.
Thank you.
So you can count it down when you're ready.
Okay, so I'll let Eraser do the countdown with his sweet voice.
Oh yeah. Only French accent for this one. Let's go.
Yeah.
So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
And we. Alright, so Spyro 3 any percent. This game is clearly the least broken, I say, compared to 32. But we
Yeah.
still have some nice thing and nice addition with the PC release with the wall glides.
Yeah, for sure. Like it's like kind of a mix between the advantage you have in Spyro 2 and the advantage you have in Spyro 1 with the reignited trilogy. So you will have to get 100x, and it will take kind of a while, but not that much, I guess, because it's pretty fast thanks to a huge work of routing.
Yeah, most of the routing comes back to Spyro 3 OJ 100x category. We just rerouted some eggs that are faster with the warp, for example, that we can warp between levels.
Yeah, which is actually a pretty nice addition. So yeah, for people who watch the race earlier of Spyro 3 OG, this is a little bit different because there is no proxy there, and you still have, as we said before, still have to get like the 100 hex. So this is the
Kind of
first one you will get.
a bit
Nice.
of trouble with the wall glide here. So we use the first difference between PC and console version of this game, which is this glitch to allows us to get the first egg of Sunny Villa with what we call wall glide that we saw also earlier on Spyro 2.
Yeah, and that's something exclusive to PC, and it's really nice. Honestly,
Yeah, it's like, I'd guess 50 to 20-second advantage.
yeah. And every bit of second you can save like that data. Not that free because you still have to have the right angle, but not that hard as well. You want to get them because there will be much more difficult things later.
Yeah, the most thing we want to avoid here is the bonking, which would cause Spyro to fall down and we'd have to retry the glitch. Okay, so I'm gonna use where the route that I use on my PB, which is a safe route. Current world record doesn't do the next challenge on Cloud Spyro that I'm gonna do because subs are faster but way more harder and random. So that's gonna make me lose a bit of time, but clearly that's a good thing for the marathon.
Yeah. Also, I think you pronounced the name wrong. It was written Aiguille des Nuages. Please.
Yeah.
So yeah, since
We
he's
can say all the level of French if you want, but yeah. I'm
Nice.
definitely like every one of my fellows Spyro speedrunners using English names for the levels.
Mini games.
Yeah, as you
that.
can see, this one is quite long, so that's why we skip it. If we use the fastest route,
Yeah.
because it's a quite long challenge, and also there is not a lot of gems to collect. Because we are going to pay money back quite a lot of this run, fortunately.
Yeah, but
And,
something really
any
different
gems.
from the OJ. Like in the original game, in any person at least, you don't pay money back. You don't grab 100
Oh,
eggs.
and on 100 eggs as well. I think on 100 eggs, if my memory is correct, you only pay money backs once on OJ. As here, you paid like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah,
With
which is already
two,
too much.
yeah, with 200 gems payments, so that's quite a lot. But yeah, no way to skip, no way to warp into levels from out of advanced here, unfortunately.
Yeah, just too bad. But don't worry, there will be some good things as well, like from the ring-knitted one. Even if we have to pay money back, if you have to get 100 gem, 100, we have to get 100 eggs. There is still better things later that will come compared to the OG. And good thing, one of the good thing is that we are seeing a lot of child dragon. So you know they're cute, etc. They are weird. They have weird names for some, but yeah.
Yeah.
Can we
With
say
so
that?
much Spyro, I
Yeah.
should be able to learn of the names, but actually I don't.
Can we say that this game is kind of the mix between Spyro Fusion and Spyro 2? Because you have mini games to get a lot of eggs, and you still move in 3D like in Spyro 1 and
Well,
2.
I'd say that Spyro 3 definitely inspired Spyro Fusion with all those mini games, I guess. But yeah,
Unfortunately, they kind of miss the point in Spyro Fusion compared to this game.
yeah.
Because this
Yes,
game
we
is
are.
actually really good.
Yeah, not my favorite of the series, but still
Spyro
pretty
2.
nice to play. And also, that's a category that is actually not quite hard to learn if you're new to the Spyro community or if you want to jump on speedrunning.
Yeah, I think it's the easiest one on, or at least at least on the 1, 2, 3, because on the one there is so many, you know, like close shard jump, etc. So many optimization.
I think that's a close call between this one and NBS, but yeah, that's pretty much the same level. You don't have to learn stupid tricks, just require to have good execution and at the beginning, of course, good memory on.
And
which
there
I
is
need to
also
grab.
less randomness than in Spyro 2.
Yeah, that's definitely zero RNG here.
Yeah. Because in Spyro 2, if you do any percent, you have level storage and Ripto 2. And if you do 40 orbs, you have Gulp and Ripto.
Yeah.
So
Don't tell me about it.
yeah. So one of the nice addition in this game is the fact that you can play as other character as Spyro, which was a big thing back in the day. So right now he's playing as Sheila. What do you think about Sheila, like in this remake? Do you prefer OJ version, like when it comes to movement, or?
When it's come to movements, that is a good question. Yeah, I prefer OJ1 because like she's a bit sloppy, I say, with the jumps, feels a bit off. I wouldn't explore it clearly. It's not a big deal actually. The level is really short, and on OJ there was not some glitch or whatever with this character, so that doesn't change a lot, clearly. Oh. Yeah. But it was definitely weird to see her with hers compared to.
Yeah. When I saw her at work when it was released, I was like, what?
Yeah, what? Yeah. That's a kangaroo. How come she has hair?
But yeah, I still like the style they gave. I prefer the original because also I'm an old man. You know, I always prefer what is old. But
yeah, and
yeah,
also I guess that's also because you prefer Sheila with no hair, since you don't have one. Have hairs as well.
yes, my other name is 7ball7. In the French community, I'm known as a bald guy. So yeah,
That makes sense.
it does.
Yeah, so we're gonna jump
Yeah.
next to Molten Crater, which is the first level where we need eggs. And of course, since we have tons of eggs that we gathered previously, that's not gonna be an issue. Yeah, we're gonna get back to that level also later on with the warp, because there is one really fast egg, that we can get after we unlock Sergeant Bird, but we don't have Sergeant Bird yet, so
Yeah,
that
but
was on OJ. That was an egg that we used to do first because we could get warp into Sergeant Bird level without actually unlocking it, but here we don't, so don't have a choice.
yeah, in the original, like the zone that teleports you to the level is a little bigger than usual, and you can kind of go around it and on it, etc.
Yeah, you cannot jump on the portal.
Yeah. So it's kind of crazy how much level you can do like that, and it's really useful. But here, like the routing was really interesting because you use the warping between the levels, so you still have to think a little about it. So yeah, that's one of my favorite part, like routing that kind of things. It's really one of the fun aspects of speedrunning.
To you to up the second thief, which is the one a bit annoying. I
Yeah,
hope I
because
won't miss it.
yeah, you can definitely miss it. Like you missed it quite a bit at one point.
All right, very good.
Spoiler!
I am.
Wow.
Might be a bit ahead of you. Sorry.
Oh, that's weird. It's like you're the player.
But yeah, if you miss that second thief, you have to do the circuit
Yeah.
another round, which is gonna make you lose around 20 seconds. So that's a bit annoying, and used to be one of my main early reset points.
Yeah, you can jump over it, and it's kind of bad.
And so we are going to go on our first and only speedway that we do on this category. Speedway that I've never done as a speedrun on OJ, since I don't do completion categories. And the race is quite easy to do, but that's the challenge that is a bit tricky.
Yeah. Like you will see. So in Spyro 3, you have the circuit as like the two other Spyro, but then they added the challenge that you still add in how is it called? In Spyro 2, but they also added a race as well, so you can kind of do the three things in one circuit, and it's some of them are really tough. Like the challenge can be tough, and some races like are quite tough to do optimally, like in a speed run. But good thing is here, like that will be the only circuit it does, as said. So yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, we're doing circuits because we need gems.
Yeah.
This year is gonna get me 400 gems, so that's quite a lot. And the challenge with the hack that we are going to do is quite fast, so
Yeah, you can afford to do
that's
it.
an extra. Yeah.
But it's quite fast, but also quite precise. Like if you missed some UFO,
Okay, the first three UFO, that's nice. Now
oh,
it's just
the two of them
avoiding
without
to
getting
die.
shot. Yeah, because you can get
Nice.
shot so easily.
Yeah, where is that? Oh, I got already the sixth. Okay, that was actually a really good UFO, and I was a bit surprised that I didn't see the last one, but it was.
Yeah, I was sure it was the one that you didn't have yet. So wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So not doing the race because like the race is really slow. You have to do 3 turns.
Oh
And
yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's so slow.
I don't know how much it lasts, but yeah, that's quite long, I guess. At least
Yeah.
3 to 4 minutes. So we are definitely not going to do that any percent.
Yeah. Now we can go into Seashell Shore.
One
Oh,
level with the only out of bounds of this category. Feel
I
like.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Well,
thinking about it like that.
if you accept back in the day on console where we were doing rolling air, rip.
Yeah. Did you update your PS3?
No, I
Not
still
yet, no?
haven't, so I technically still can do rolling air races.
Okay, next
Run.
Spyroton, you should do running air.
I don't
So,
know if I want to get back to this actually. Oh, and don't get the out of bounds here.
Okay. So yeah, like in Spyro 2 when the turtle kind of push you, it's the same thing but with the
Okay.
barrels. If you can get it without dying, nice.
Yeah, that was me. Was doing not great with my inputs. I actually should have mashed X to get it. But yeah, so that allows us to enter to Shida bonus level,
Yeah, which
without
is really
having
nice.
to do all the way around.
I like this level, like this sub level, like I really like it. Because one, I never softlocked as a child, because you can softlock in COD, and
Yeah,
two,
you can start load on this one on OJ. That's
yeah,
really frustrating.
and two, like you are just breaking cannon. Like how cool is it? You're a kangaroo that is breaking cannon.
Yeah, and
What?
you're also helping Seals to place some bombs on a building.
Yeah.
Like, remember that this game was from 2000, so yeah. Different times, I guess, but at least here on this level, they didn't like replace these bombs with paintball guns.
Paintball, yeah. Like in Spyro 1.
Oh, didn't get that jump here. That's okay.
Your charge jump was like you jump a little early.
Yeah, so we're gonna do
Oh yeah,
tunnels.
for people who don't know what charge jump is, you can jump a little after Spyro, like leave a platform, and so you can get like a maximum distance. But it's kind of a timing to get. So when we will refer at charge jump, it's that.
I really like tunnels on SRT. They're much more easier
Yeah.
than on OJ, especially this one. I used to sometimes mess this one on
Yeah.
100x categories, but on SRT that's like really easy. And the second one as well, but we don't do it because it's slow.
And that's it for Seashell. Retour à Aube Printanière.
Wow.
I
You speak
actually,
French very well.
wow. I actually learned
I'm
French for
amazed.
28 years. So, you know, I'm still learning. Coming up is Buzz.
Yeah, Buzz. There used to
Buzz in
be a free
RT.
boss on OJ, and here is a
It's
pain in the
not.
ass.
Yeah, it's so annoying. But it's quite cool when you can, if you can do like the good, like the strat optimally.
Yeah, actually, the strat is different than OJ, but the principle is kind of the same. We want to avoid Buzz touching us, and we are trying to make his movement the quickest as possible so we can hit it back. So here we just set up at this angle so like he turns around like this and we don't get hit.
Yeah,
So
so
we
that
can
was nice. Like
chain.
the start is quite okay when you manipulate him correctly, but after that, Buzz will have a ring of fire around him, and that's where it will be different than DOJ a lot.
Okay, if
Because
hold on,
you
but if
damage
hold on
boost.
just
Okay.
near to me, so that's gonna be. Okay, I'll have to. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. I wasn't expecting
Okay,
this, but that's okay.
So yeah, like in the OG you can just despawn the ring of fire, but in this one you damage boost through it, and that's really nice to see.
Yeah, I'm not gonna damage boost on the two last one because I have a short window of time where as like this, he start to fire at you, so
Yeah, you
the
can
flame
die.
barrier falls down, and I'm just gonna play it safe. Yeah.
Yeah, it's better to
There you
be like more consistent than dying and having to redo the boss, especially
Yeah.
in marathon.
Also, I don't want to be Sparksless. Even though, yeah, the gem collecting on this run is okay because we don't make like a lot of detours to grab gems. We just grab what comes nearby, and usually that's enough. Because especially on the last levels, gem counts on every level increase from the first hubs to the last one. Like I think on the last hub you get 700 gems per level.
Yeah,
So yeah,
something
that's
like that.
quite a
Yeah.
lot, and
So
we
that
get
means more
most of
gems
the
to
gems
get.
on last. Yeah, on
Yep.
last level.
Oops, sorry. I need to drink something to stay awake.
Sure. So yeah,
It's
here we have the entry of Enchanted Towers, and here I need to be very careful because I've already softlock the hub because like the rock that Hunter gives us to aim for the target and unlock the level can fall between his legs, so you actually can't grab it, and you just have to enter level and relive it,
wow.
which
That's
is
so
quite of
fun.
dumb. And you're like, well, thanks game. it's that's like SRT things, you know.
That's where you see that this is still a Spyro game. There is so many weird things that can happen. It's just so good. When it happened during a run, it's not that good, but in retrospective, it's good.
I'm gonna get a proxy here, I hope.
Yeah, because this game does have proxy in a way, like most displays, but yeah.
Yeah, I got a crazy proxy once here on one enemy.
Also, not rip headphone user.
Yeah, not on SRT. Thanks.
Yeah,
Toys
that's
Football
why
for
SRT
our
is good.
use. Yeah. So we're gonna do skateboarding. Yay!
Yeah, and that's why I will not do this category ever. I mean,
You don't like
skateboarding is
skateboarding?
fun. Nah, it's fun when you do it one time, so it's okay here. But you know, doing it multiple times is, oh god, it's quite boring.
Yeah. Also, we have to do sort of tutorial to get one egg.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's actually an egg that is not that slow and free to get. And,
Yeah. What I
yeah,
never
I
understood.
don't think we do them on OJ. I don't
No,
recall.
we don't, like in 100 eggs. I don't remember any skateboarding in 149 for sure, because I saw GT doing
Yeah,
a
of
lot of
course.
149 lately. So obviously he needs to do them. But in 100, I'm not sure. Like I will not bet on it for sure. But yeah, like if they do skateboarding, it's like one and quickly, like probably the
Oh
first
my
one, and
god,
that's it.
that had to happen.
Don't worry, you still have a lot of
beat
time.
me. Yeah.
But
But yeah, actually on console you can do like a three. I don't remember the name of the trick in English, but here on PC you can. So I need to do just 2 turns, 2,000 points, and yeah, if we just because on console I used to just press up, right, and triangle, and just Spyro is falling straight on the skateboard like perfectly, and you get like 6,000 points. But on console that doesn't work, so I have to do only 2 turns, and I missed the first one.
also, you can just give up the challenge, and it's kind of
Yeah.
over even with your points. So that's cool. That's really cool, because otherwise we would have
I
to
think
wait for
like
2 minutes.
hunters always gets around 2,000 points. So with one trick, we get
Yeah.
like more than 4,000. So clearly that's enough.
Frozen Altar, not Frozen Altar.
Icy Peak, yeah.
Icy Peak. Thank you.
Not yet Frozen Altar.
Yeah, my mind went blank.
Oh.
Like it was like, okay, there is ice. Frozen Altar. No.
Yeah, here there is a small skip that I failed to have with the dynamite that I tried to push with this wall of ice, but unfortunately I failed, so I need to break it with the cannon. But yeah, as you can see, I need to get these NPC moving out of the cannon before firing it with it.
So yeah, like Icy Peak is one of the coolest level in my opinion. Like there is ice to break, there is TNT to light. But one also I kind of just love the general mood like of the level. Well, it's kind of war, so if you remove the war part, it's good, you know.
There's just a tricky level with the jumps here, like for this one.
Yeah.
Okay, we got it.
Nice.
So yeah,
But it's
that's
really not an
cut
easy.
like a good chunk of the level where to get that egg we need to do all the way around with from the end of the level to get to that platform.
So, yeah,
And
like,
here we're gonna do another trick to avoid breaking the ice straight away. We're just gonna jump here, jump. Oh, and we got it, and we get to the high platform
sweet.
with a nice over.
That's really not that easy to do, like the two tricks. For the first one, you have to do charge jump into a perfect hover. Like, and it's kind of precise, and for this one, it's as well like really precise. Like your hover has to be really perfect, and like from the cannon, it's really not that easy to see when you can start jumping. So, yeah.
And here we are going to do another 6 eggs. So actually we need to do the yellow one first, but we can do just the second one with just an over and a flame. Simple as that. And so
Yeah,
now we're gonna
it
do
was
the
so
other
funny.
one. Yeah, and just do it backwards, so he's gonna run straight at us.
Yeah.
And we get it that way. Easy peasy.
Like the first time I saw that, I was like, "Oh, why?" You know, that's just obvious. Like when you look at the level, the thief is like waiting in the middle, and you're like, "Okay, well, you know what?"
Yeah, and also the fact that when you hit a thief, you just get warped to get the animation of the egg, so you don't die and fall.
Yeah, just so good. So sometimes there is some cutscene, but we don't care about those because it's any percent, so we are skipping them. And it's
so
time
we
to
are
play.
going to Sergeant Bird base. We had to pay 700 gems to money bags, but we have 900, so it's fine. And here we have our second character, which is actually way more comfortable to move around on SRT than on OJ. On OJ, that was really painful, actually, because we have to do some sort of strafing to get him move real fast. And here is like, you just have to move where you want. And
Yeah, like you're moving like a normal character, basically. But kind of
yeah.
fly weirdly, but yeah. But it's flapping, but yeah.
You just have to, on this level, be careful on hitting some specific enemies to get our NPC moving to the end of the level, but other than that, that's pretty much fine. So here we need to get those two. Yeah, he has moved, and we get to clean this 3 here. So you just hope that the rocket will smooth fire and aim for the enemies quite fast.
Yeah, there is kind of an auto-targeting, not enormous auto-targeting, but just enough for you. Like if you aim a little next to the enemy, it will be fine.
Yep.
Like it's really well made, honestly. Like I
Yeah,
often
that's a good thing they did.
yeah, exactly. Like I often complain about how they made weird stuff like with sparks or other thing like compared to the OG, but that's one of the greatest thing they did.
I messed up with the thief because I
Yeah.
went straight away for spooky without forgetting for the egg, so oh, that's fine. I'm on point with thieves since I'm currently running 120% of Spyro, and where there are a lot of thieves, a lot of annoying thieves.
I mean, last time I saw your stream, you weren't on point with them because they even like in Spyro 1, they were getting away from you a lot. Just saying.
Yeah.
It-
So here
I
is
bully
Spooky.
you. I bully
We
you in
have
your
this.
chat. I bully you here.
Yeah. So am I going to get this jump? No. I have only got it like once ever.
Yeah, but
That's-
it's so tempting to go for it. Like you have to go
Yeah,
for
yeah.
it.
It's really precise, but it's totally doable.
Yeah, it's the same as before. Like charge jump has to be kind of perfect. And it's
Here we
really
have the most well-known skip of Spooky Swamp, which was discovered by most of us when we were kids. Just need to get there, and you're gonna skip a money bags. That is, that wants you to pay a doll for 100 gems, if I remember.
and especially like in this run, 100 gems is a lot. Because the gem rot is not that tight compared, for example, to Spyro 1, but it's still tight.
Yeah, we still have a lot of backups. I guess that's also because, as you might have seen if you check out the leaderboard, either on console or on PC, that aren't actually that much runners that put their hands on Spyro 380%. So yes, clearly this is the world record also has some mistakes. So this, if you want to get a world record, like, Spyro 380% might be the way to go, because there is not a lot of people who are doing it.
Yeah.
Don't know if I'm gonna get it.
And at the same time, like it will be
Missed it. Damn it.
too bad. Like it tried to enable the cutscene as soon as he got the eggs, so it will be shorter. Like and the
Yeah,
two of them like
we
will play
gonna
together.
optimize the cutscenes here.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Also, yeah, go and play Spyro 3 RT any percent. Like it's always nice to optimize a run, you know. Like the world record is already quite good, but there is still room for optimization, and it's such a pleasure, you know, to improve a game, to
Yeah,
participating at improving a game like that.
yeah, like I said, like world record use a different route on some eggs than the one I'm showing you right now, and so it's faster, but there is some small mistakes, so definitely improvable.
Yeah.
Even though Wed is still
It's
a
still a
really,
really good player.
runner, so
Yeah, for
that's still
sure.
gonna be challenging, definitely.
Yeah, but you know that's like the right amount of challenge. Like that's the amount of challenge when you can get it, but at the same time, you still have to improve a lot to get to what level. Like it's not free, and it's not impossible to get. Like Spyro 2 any percent OG.
Here we have another nice jump. As you can see, we are running the game at 30 FPS, like as Spyro 2, because in case you didn't know it, jumps are higher the lower FPS you get on this game.
Yeah, so it's in the rules that you have to be running at 30 FPS.
Yep.
Well, between 30 and 60, I think, but yeah, like not under 30 for sure.
Yeah, because if you run it under 30, you're gonna get an advantage. Oh, and I didn't get that teeth as well correctly. I'm gonna get it this way. Oh, there you go. Okay, so here we are warping back to Molten to get just one egg, but since we are doing it this category loadless and we don't mind about loading times, that's definitely faster, because you'll see in a few seconds we just like spend 10 seconds on this level, just get the egg and move on.
So loadless is just removing the load time thanks to an auto splitter and a load remover. And
yeah, shout out to Dino Pony for the auto splitter.
Yeah, Cocorico, another French. I think we are taking over Spyro. Like there is Dino, there is you, there is Shasha.
Yeah,
Nico.
finally.
French people are coming. You are not ready, people. Please
You're
run.
not ready for our memes and our baguettes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
coming
we're
up
moving to
Spike.
the Spike. Yeah, that is a boss which was annoying on 100x OJ because as you may have seen on OJ, there was actually two versions of Spike bosses on OJ. One hard and an easy one, where when you shoot at him, he takes more damage, and that's only according to how many eggs you have. And so, if you have a lot of eggs like we have right now, the game sets Spike on hard mode. Actually, I can't confirm if that's still the case on SRT or not, because that was something like a bit hidden. Like that's something new to speedrunners, but for casual players, something that you won't be finding, I guess. But at least on SRT, the boss is kind of free. It's like
Yeah,
way
the
less
only
annoying.
difficulty is just aiming with the ball. He had at the start because sometimes we can get not far enough or too far.
Yeah, just need
That's
to be
like the
careful
only
to not
difficulty.
fire too quickly. Like when Sergeant Birds drops an item, if you fire in front of the item, like because you want to fire fast just after getting it, actually you're just you won't get it. So you're losing a cycle.
That was a really nice fight.
Yeah, but yeah, on OJ you can die on Spike if you're not paying too much attention. Here it's pretty free. Just you just hope that the rocks at the beginning is not gonna troll you with bad positioning, or you need to be real nice aligned with Spike to charge those rocks and throw it at him.
Yeah, that's
And actually, I got a gold on this
nice.
Spike fight.
Yeah, I told you like it was a really nice fight, honestly.
Yeah, that was
Like
1 second.
all the drop were kind of close to you. You didn't have to wait except for one shot at one point. So yeah, it was really really good fight.
Yep.
One of the best world, I think, because
Yeah,
all the levels are so different.
with a nice music that I does not ring a bell from my childhood, because on the PAL version we didn't get this one for this home run. Yeah, so we just jump into the most famous Spyro 3 level, which is Fireworks Factory.
The easiest level in any percent OG for sure.
Yeah, no back proxy this time. No
Yeah,
Firefly.
like yeah, there's no firefly here, so you will kind of see the level, but at the same time, it's way better that way. It's a really nice level. It's really cool looking. It just reminds me a little of a Pixar movie, in a sense, like with all the color, all the explosion. Like it's such a beautiful level.
Yeah, Stars for Both team did a great job with animations and level design, I guess.
Yeah, they totally nailed it, except for some character design, but you know that's just
Yeah, that's like
preference.
taste of people. I'd say like some people might like it, some might
Yeah,
not.
exactly. For character design, it's more preference, but for the overall like graphics aspect of the game, all the animation, all the texture, etc., I think they nailed it. Like it's different from the original for sure, but it has his own charm.
I didn't get it. Let's try another. Oh no. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do a hold around. Damn it.
Yeah, you didn't do my setup, that's why.
I can't I that's entirely my fault. I haven't worked as much with the setup actually, because there is this constant setup for this one, and I can't really remember it because I didn't practice. Sorry, that's on me.
Yeah, that's
But
on
yeah,
you.
we used to do on OG exactly the same strat actually. So that's pretty funny. And on OG it's way more harder to do than on SRT. It's much more doable on SRT, but unfortunately this time I missed it. So
Yeah, but even if it's easier, like it's still hard. Like it's not something free at all. It's something that you have to be like the right position, jump at the
yeah,
right
right,
moment.
right positioning, right angle, and jump at the right time. And
Yeah,
here I think I jumped a bit too early, so I was not close to the platform with the damage boost.
Also, I felt like that your angle was a little bit wrong.
Yeah, and that's kind of a big time loss actually, because that makes me lose like around 25 to 30 seconds.
Yeah, because you have the time to try it, which is like 5-6 seconds, and then the time to do the wall turn.
Yeah, you got 2 attempts on this one.
Yeah.
After that, the Reno is gonna move, so you won't be able to set up on a third try.
So
Okay, so this level, Lost Fleet, is the one that differs from World Record Wood, because on the World Record, so we are doing submarines challenge, which here we don't because we did the Suns on Cloud Spire.
Yeah.
So we just have to get to the end of the level, get into the acid river, and we'll be done.
And good thing we are not doing submarine. Submarine is awful. It's like
Well,
the equivalent of Codex from Spyro 2. Like,
I wouldn't say it's that hard as Colex, because Colex are like...
I mean, if you want to do it fast, you have to shoot before the lock.
Yeah, there's basically
That's
with
why
the
it's
submarine
faster.
some kind of auto aim at some point where if you track long enough a submarine, you will be able to shoot a torpedo that would straight aim at it. But since we are speedrunners and we want to do things fast, you can actually fire a torpedo fast enough to get the submarine while it's moving without the auto aim sort of.
And that's why it's just incredibly hard, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
that's very tricky to pull off. So here we go to Charm Ridge. One is a main time difference on Spyro 3 Any OJ, because if you do the proxy, you win such a big amount of time here. Fortunately, we don't do proxy, of course, and I'm just gonna try to not get it too much. Like, not like this, because I might die.
Yeah,
And I'll have to collect gems like this, which is annoying. Okay, so we move here. Here we have another wall, kind of wall glide. That one is pretty easy. You just have to over and you're done. Yeah, and I did this mistake. I know that I have to aim for the egg and not flame the guy, but that's I'm still doing it. At least I get the warp from Zoe just right here, so not losing too much time, because on practice earlier today I actually didn't get the warp, so I started back from the beginning of the level.
Oh yeah, that's a huge trouble.
Yeah, which is quite a time loss.
But it's okay. Like you also did that to just get your spark back. That was a strat, people. Trust me.
Yeah, that's like the the bridge skip on Spyro to Any. That's a death totally intended.
Obviously. Totally. So, at least in this category, you see a lot more of the level, and it's not as broken. Like even in 100 eggs, you can just clip through the level because there is no collision in the OG. But here you still see it.
Since I'm on PC, I should use my mouth to aim for these these guys with the super flame. That would be faster.
Except if you're bad at aiming with mouse like me.
Yeah, I'm decent, but like my mouse is too far away from me right now, so I'm lazy.
like in Prince of Persia, instead of aiming something with my mouse, I'm just doing a glitch, but it's incredibly hard in exchange, just to get the same time as my mouse. I'm using a mouse.
The Jack Mushroom Challenge. This one, forgot to get yes, this guy.
Way easier.
It's way easier than OJ, because on OJ you have to do like some kind of turnaround jump to get on mushrooms with one jump, instead of getting on a flower then on a mushroom, for example. And here you just have to do an over, and it's pretty free. The surface on the mushroom where you can bounce on it is pretty large.
It's just so...
Here, for example, we're just doing this on the hover, just flying. Get here,
So yeah, I don't know if we mentioned it before, but the over is totally broken.
Yeah, of course. As on
Like I
SRT2,
guess
the hover is broken. We can get on this wall with that jump and just cut off like 2/3
yeah,
of this challenge.
that's just crazy how much they failed kind of to implement the over, but how good it is for speedrunner.
Yeah, it's something that you need to get used to. Like the timing of the over is falls off when you are an OG runner as you're picking this game because there is some kind of I wouldn't say buffer, but yeah, latency. If you just when you're starting to get a glide, if you just hover too quick enough, Spyro is just gonna fall down like he does on Spyro 1 SRT. You just have to wait that the kind of wing at the tip of his wings start to show on the animation. That's the point where you can press triangle to get a hover. But yeah, the timing is pretty much muscle memory training, and if you don't get it, that can be very frustrating. And that was the first thing that annoyed me a lot when I started picking up speedrunning on this game. Is that like I didn't get the timing, and I was like, "Fuck! I hate the hover on this game. It's just so dumb compared to OJ."
Fun fact: you're doing it with a visual cue. I'm doing it with an audio cue, like like the
I'm
sound
doing
assessment.
it with muscle memory now. I'm not even looking at Spyro. I just know when I need to hover. I just
I'm,
read it in my brain.
I mean, you're the best Spyro 2 RT any percent runner since you won the race earlier. So obviously, like you're too good, like to have visual cue, etc. My
Yeah,
bad.
but that's also because I'm been doing SRT for more than a year now with only that game, so I'm pretty on point with my movements. But if I do like a long pause, going to another game and getting back to this one, it's gonna be.
You also played that category in the Games Done Quick stream for the release of the PC version, right?
Oh, sorry, what?
You also played that run on
Oh
the
yeah,
GDQ
yeah.
stream,
We did the race.
yeah,
Yeah, on
the relay
the
race.
relay
So yeah,
race for the PC version release. That was pretty fine.
so yeah, like
I
you literally
didn't lose
started
that
with it on
race,
PC.
so yeah.
Yeah, I think your start was awful, but after that, like you got so everything like so godly.
Yeah, here I've done some quick mistake. The Trom Ridge was not good. I missed some eggs. I missed also the long jump. As you can see, I missed a hover, getting the head on the hidden
Yeah, but
platform, sort of.
still a good run. Like I mean, it's a marathon, so obviously you won't get a world record like that. Well, it's possible, but yeah, no. Like the world record isn't as free as that, as we said earlier. So now we are Bentley, and
Is nice done, nicely done remade character as well. It moves faster. The animation is better. He can jumps. It feels not off. They really nailed Bentley actually.
the
Other than
only
that,
issue.
the level is pretty boring. So there's not much that change.
Like the
Just gonna
only
get.
issue I have with this level in Bentley is that you can do world record proxy in it.
Yeah.
Like in the OG. And if you don't know what world record proxy is, I encourage you to watch the race that happened earlier, the Spyro 3 OG race, where Waffle did it, and yeah, it was awesome. It's called world record proxy for a reason. Trust me.
Yeah, so here we are collecting gems because Bartholomew is kind of slow, so we have time to get extra gems. And we are starting to get on the levels that nice, good of chunks of big gems are available. So that's gonna be important because like we spend 1,000 gems here, and we are gonna need another 1,001 for Crystal Islands.
It's also like a nice level in a sense because like all the eggs are on your path. Like you
Yep.
literally don't even have to turn left or right to get the egg. So it's so good.
So unfortunately, we won't be seeing Agent 9 like as on OJ. We don't use him
We
because
don't.
he's
Wow,
annoying. He's an annoying character. Sorry.
give me back my money. I want to see Agent 9.
It won't happen because it's another 100 gems or more payment to Moneybags, and we don't need him to finish the game. We're
Yeah,
gonna
and
collect
also like
100
his
gems
level is
elsewhere.
quite slow, so yeah, it's not even worth it. You know, like getting extra gem plus the level is slow, so yeah, like it's definitely not worth it. Which is unfortunate because the character is really funny, I think. So Frozen Altar and not Icy Peak. So that's the level when you can just breathe like a frozen breath,
Yeah.
so to froze everything, and it's really cool. It's a really cool mechanic, I think, but a little unfortunate that it wasn't implemented more. That's a nice world guide here.
Yeah, the wall glide was nice, the jumps were nice on this level. It can be really tricky to get them, and you can lose a ton of time because if you maze the wall glide, you basically start from the beginning. So, yeah.
And now, are you ready to rumble?
So yeah, boxing with our good
Yeah,
penalty. So
like you only do like high and down combination, and
yeah, and basically this is brainless. You just smash square and X alternatively, and that's the fastest way we've got on SRT. And after that, that's just R&D on how the Yeti is gonna react. So yeah, I got like a 39, which is a bit slow on the first egg, sorry. And on the second egg, we'll see, it's a bit slower. We used to not do this egg on OJ because it's a bit slow, but here we don't have choice.
wow, he's blocking so much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I'm
like
not feeling it. That's
will we have a second round? Come on, let's encourage the Yeti for once. Yeti, Yeti,
still gonna
Yeti.
be around 15 seconds, which is okay-ish. Yeah, 18. That's okay.
Oh, your end is so good. Your end was
Yeah,
like 7 hits in a row.
you got smashed.
Wow. And one of the nightmare of kids. Unfortunately, we don't see it. I not like his snow.
Yeah, the big snow guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, that things traumatized me.
Yeah.
Like it's oh.
And here we are warping back to Evening Lake because it's faster than just
Yeah.
leaving the level. We just start back just at the beginning, and the rocket to get to the boss is just right here.
And
And so it's
that
cool.
boss is better, I think, on Reigniting Trilogy than on OG.
Every every time I wish I could have this kind of scorch on OJ, because on OJ scorch is as you might see earlier today RNG based, depending of if you get the red rocket fast or not. Here it's still the same. If you don't get a red rocket at the beginning, it can be annoying, but not as much. And also we have a safe spot that we can abuse to make him only fire balls of
Yeah.
electricity, I'd say.
Yeah,
And
and
so
that's like the biggest time
avoid
save
getting
because
eggs. Yeah.
yeah, because there will be no eggs at one point. Like when you will have something to shoot. Oh, and nice. Like you will have. Yeah.
Still,
Oh yeah.
still a
So
guy,
yeah, like
but I don't care.
there will be no egg, no egg. There will be no buzz, and it's just safe. And on OG you can lose a lot of time due to enemies. But
Yeah,
it's mixed.
you just have to stand below him, and he's just gonna do this,
Yeah, like this, like he's
this
just gonna
attack
move on.
all the way, and Yeah, that's free. And you won't get hit by his
Yeah.
attack also.
And
Even
I
though
think what
the animation shows you that you are touching the explosion, actually you don't get a hit.
I think that was found like on the first day or second day after the game release, or even like just before the release. Like it was known really quickly. That was one of the first things that was done, which is
As you
cool.
can see, I didn't get hit, just like here.
And only one red rocket is enough to end the fight. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
really cool. Because unlike the OG, like you can also do it with only one red rocket, but on the OG you have to spam it a little earlier, so sometimes you can miss some shot. And if you were a little too cautious, then you will miss too many shots and you will have to get another rocket.
Yeah, here since you are just below him, the time you fire the rocket, it's him is almost instantly. So yeah, you can like actually hit it with just one hit and get him. So pretty free. And so we are going to get to Midnight Mountains, and then the next level is one of biggest worthy change also, because I'm not doing the torch jump on Hunted Tab. Sorry guys. I know how to do the trick, but I'm not consistent enough to pull it on a run and even on a marathon run yet. Maybe
Yeah.
one day.
Nice excuse. Just say that you're bad. You know it's enough.
No, I think I just don't have practiced it enough, but yeah, since I'm not planning to get back on this category for now, that would be for another time. Because if you do the tall jump, so you get it to straight off the end of the level, and you collect way more less gems, so you need to collect a lot of gems on evening, extra gems on evening, like which
Yeah,
I didn't here.
that's
So
all
we're
about
just gonna
planning.
do the level normally.
Like it's a little like in Spyro 2, the race that you show that you did earlier. Since you didn't do the level storage on Glimmer to go to the other side of Summer Forest, you had more gem at one point.
Yeah,
So you know, like you
yeah,
know
but
that you
here
can avoid some
that's
gem
like
and
a
stuff.
big gem difference, like more like 200 or 300.
Yeah, for example, we saw that on Scorch, Cameron did break the explosive vase, but you didn't, for example. So you saved some time there.
Yeah.
Also, you
Oh,
are
he did.
getting
Oh, okay.
smashed. Oh.
I guess with the warp, yeah, he wouldn't need it, but he might
Yeah.
have missed some eggs, I guess. Some gems. Oh, okay, I'm getting
Wow,
way
wow,
too
wow.
much hits. That's annoying. Here
Yeah,
I'm just.
you're getting destroyed.
Yeah,
This level is
that's.
tough.
Oh my god. Yeah, the the gate here is really fast, so I need to don't get hit, and I'm probably gonna die to the falling rocks here. Spoiler alert, and there you go. Yeah, that's the thing why we do toe jumps also, because
Yeah.
Hunt and Tub is a
It
pain.
didn't even touch you. It was like centimeters away. At Toys for Blob,
Okay,
please
and I'm
reduce the collision.
just gonna get an extra ball here because I needed to get to the guy at the end, otherwise he's gonna block me. Ah no, I bonked on it, come on. Oh my god. This time we should be good, yeah. Get 25
And
gems.
as soon as you enter, boom, a boulder.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we're doing all this just for one challenge because we
I know
don't.
what a challenge.
Yeah, we don't do the tanks, the 2 level tanks. On OJ, we used to do the 2 tank challenge.
Yeah, but tanks are just so bad. Like in this one, at least you only have to kill 4, so it's okay. But on tanks
Yeah, it's
2,
pretty
it's
free.
10. I love how you still
I
got
still
the
got a
knockback
hit on
animation.
it. Yeah, that
Yeah,
shouldn't have.
the
Shouldn't
knockback
be.
animation was so fun.
Okay, so what is it? I think it's enough. Yeah.
Woo!
Had difficulty to have the questions in French. Okay, we're leaving this level. Yeah, and I
Yeah,
lost like a
finally.
full minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
Phantom
but
Tomb is done. I still need like 500 gems, so I need to collect a lot. Fortunately, we are doing Dino Mines next, which is a big gem collecting level.
it's also one of the most iconic level because dinosaur gun.
With guns, yeah.
Yeah,
So
what do you
epic.
want more? Like, what do you want? Honestly, this level has
I
everything on
think
the
I
paper.
want dinosaur with lasers. That's the only better thing than dinosaur with guns.
Then maybe for Spyro 4. I mean, they are doing Crash 4, so they can do Spyro 4 next year.
Yeah, I think they will. At least they say they will. So once Toys for Bob is done with Crash 4, I guess they will be doing Spyro 4.
So we will get
We'll see.
dinosaur with laser.
Let's see. I'll have plenty of time to do other speed games in the meantime, because at least I would be doing
Oh yeah,
other
also
things that Spyro speedrun. Yeah.
dinosaur with gun on the far west with some Mexican hat.
Yeah, that's pretty epic. Here I'm collecting a lot of gems, but that's nice because that's always 5 and 10 gems.
Yeah, like as we said before, like you get up to 700 gem per level now, so almost all the gem are like really big. Oh, and also something I think we didn't mention is that by killing enemies we are getting gems, like Spyro 1, but it's not a mechanics in Spyro 2.
Yeah, that's not the soul mechanics. Yeah. Totally. Also, this level is pretty hard on casual. I think that's one of the
Yeah,
hardest Spyro level. All 3 games.
yeah, you definitely game over there when you're playing casual.
Yeah, because they shoot rockets. But yeah, on SRT, I think the dinos are less painful.
Yeah, they are taking more time to shoot, just a little bit, and it's enough for the players, to be able to reach them. Because like on OG, sometimes you don't even have time to realize there is a dino. You get shot. You get shot.
Mm.
Boom.
So we
Again,
have, yeah, we won like around 400 gems on one level, which is huge. And we're gonna get to Crystal Highlands, which is the level where we need to pay money bags. And we'll have enough gems by then. But yeah, another thing with Midnight Mountain routing is that it can change from different runners. That's kind of up to you. I use the same level order than Wed does, but I guess you don't have to do Christian Islands. You can do it as the last level. It doesn't makes you lost that much time. It's just it's the closest level, and with my routing, it allows us to have 1,000 gems on point. But yeah, if you low on gems, you can still go to Desert Ruins, get some gems there, and get to Crystal Island right after. That's up to you. But yeah, I kind of miss not doing. I miss. I don't miss rolling air in Spyro 2, but I kind of missed it in Spyro 3 because we used to use it only on this level, and it allows us to avoid paying money backs and getting extra 1,000 gems. So that was a nice cape to use. Oh, I'm missing a gem. Let me get one. Thank you.
on the left, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there is around like 25 gems around money bags, so I was pretty fine anyway.
I never understood why Moneybag just didn't move a little and get those gems. Like they are right in front of him, so he can go and take them.
Yeah, he's one lazy bear, I guess. He's like Winnie the Pooh, but Spyro version. So here we just fall here and we glide back, and just now I leave my hand off the controller and just glide nicely. till
So
the end.
you can drink something, you can eat something, just take your time.
Yeah, I didn't got the time to drink something. Bit short.
Wow. I'm disappointed.
Yeah, and I don't have any beer left, fortunately.
I mean, you already
That's
drunk.
why my run is not
Yeah.
as good as the race.
Yeah.
So alcohol in me is not count.
Yeah, I mean, Asukero, as you know, like all the
As a
people in
decent
France, I guess.
Frenchman, I'd say.
Yeah, the Frenchman from the north,
Yeah.
to make it right. You know, he needs his beer just to do anything. Like when he wakes up, before even getting
Yeah,
over
get
of the
beer
bed.
as heroes.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah, like he needs it. Please don't abuse that call.
So here we use the trick to avoid getting all the way around with the thief.
Yeah, that's so nice.
Yeah, so we do the circuit like on the other way around, and so we just catch him back on the nicely close, sorry, to the glide portal, and so we're facing him. We just have to flame, and he gives us the egg. So that's
Yeah,
pretty
but
free.
yeah, again, that's something really clever, like doing the level backwards just to avoid losing a lot of time. Like, well, technically you gain a lot of time by doing it backwards, but yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And so here we're gonna do straight to
yeah,
the end of the level with this jump.
yeah.
Oh, I missed it. Okay, that's the first in a while. Okay. There you go. Yeah. So another way to show how hover is broken, we can just go to the end of the level right here. So we get it just to get that egg and move forward.
Yeah. Also, no soft lock, yeah, because in OJ you can soft lock there.
Oh yeah, that's true. On OJ we also use on proxy to
Yeah, to get up like with
to
the
the end of the
scorpion.
level, so we get it as well, but at least not as free as this one. So we're just gonna get our last 5 eggs. We need 4 here. Okay. Well, that's okay. I still have green
Yeah,
spots.
yeah, you're still on.
I just will have to be a bit careful on
on
Sheila challenge, but other than that, it's okay.
Yeah,
Here
because
another.
on Shilai level you can definitely get hit a lot.
Yep.
Like if your timing is not good, you can get it. But
Like
you
as
will see it.
example, for the first guy here, you need to jump, otherwise you're gonna get hit. Here you need to jump as well because he's flaming. And after that, you're just going straight forward and hit the guys. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
And I forgot to
one of
jump.
my-
There's an extra lizard. Yeah, there are 2 lizards that gonna give me 8 points here, so I'm not worried. First one here.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite bonus level. Because it's in 2D and I love 2D. Like you,
Yeah,
like
it
the
reminds you
level
of
is in
Spyro
2D.
Fusion. Say it.
No. No, I didn't come here to suffer, okay?
Okay, I did stupid things.
Yeah.
That's on me as well.
Ah, it's okay, it's okay.
Because I know I won't have to start at the beginning. Yeah, just right here, so that's not a big time loss.
Yeah, that's more time loss RTA than
Loadless,
in-game
yeah.
time. Yeah, loadless. So yeah, like it's okay. It's not like we are in
Yeah,
a
but
marathon.
I used to
and,
have trouble with this challenge when I started to learn this one, but actually now it's pretty easy. So
yeah,
that
but,
was kind of a big mistake. And there we have it, the last egg of this level that we're gonna get. We are 99, and we're just about to finish.
But weren't you supposed to get 100 and not 99?
Yeah, just an extra egg on Midnight Mountain that we still haven't grabbed.
Oh, but wait! Since you
Where
beat the
is it?
sorceress. Oh, also yeah, where is it? But since you beat the sorceress, you will get 101 eggs.
Yeah, and so
So
what?
why is
That's
this?
just any percent
What?
category. There's not 100 head.
Yeah. Wow.
That's the thing that like this question doesn't count for SRT since the
Yeah,
category is called any percent.
and that's why hopefully, hopefully, I guess, you don't want to skip the 100 eggs requirement in this category for any person because there will be the same debate: 100
Yeah.
or 101 eggs.
Yeah, if you found a way to get into a sorcerer's portal without having collecting 100 eggs, well, you're free. You'll be very
Well,
welcome by the community, I guess.
yeah, you
Will
can
be
just
all over like Spyro 20%.
share it and you will be a hero. Trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Agent 9.
Yeah,
Au
we
revoir.
see Agent 9, yeah.
Bye bye.
And he's just gonna help us like as usual here and just don't do that much. So yeah, the sorcerer's fight is not as good as OJ. On OJ it was terribly not RNG, but at least we had setups. Here, like it's really hard, for example, to aim for the sorceress on these first spots, and she didn't give me the second hit, but I got it here. And so yeah, it's pretty hard to optimize this sorceress fight without being like real lucky. As example, like it's almost impossible to get the three hits with a cannon. So you get two, everything gets deload, and you move to tanks.
When the
Tanks
tanks
are
drop,
at least pretty easy to use, and you get it to UFO.
but they need to drop.
Really fast.
Okay, finally.
There you go. That's some
The first
quick
hit was
shots.
really nice. Second
And
hit
there you
as
go.
well.
Yeah, since it's got deload instant, you cannot do the UFO skip that we do on
Yeah.
Spyro 3. You have to
And
do
the-
UFO. And you're gonna see why UFO sucks on SRT as well.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like UFO is worse on SRT than on OG as well.
Because why the fuck they put
Right?
two cannons on a UFO, and so it's like really annoying to aim because one time the
It's a
kind
right
of
one
rocket
and one time
laser
is the
goes a
left
bit
one.
on the left, yeah, and the other time on the right, and I got it.
But
Nice.
get ready on time.
Yeah, get ready for time would be.
Yeah, when the next UFO will drop, like he is only like 2 hits away.
Yeah, and I should have done on one UFO, of course, but I got it, and I have
It's
to get
okay.
an extra ship.
It's okay. Just increase the overestimate.
Yeah, I know I was overestimated, and there
Nah,
you go.
it's okay. It's okay. Like you're really close. Yeah, time. Nice. GG.
GG, yeah, it's time. It's
Yeah.
over.
Honestly, only like 3 bad levels. Other than that, it was really good.
Yeah,
And
yeah. The Haunted Tomb was terrible.
a charm rage.
If I didn't die, yeah, Charm Rage, and if I didn't die, on Descent Ruins also.
Yeah. So no, honestly, other than that, like it was okay. Like I mean, it was to be expected. Like it's still a marathon run, and the rest of the run was really clean. So yeah,
Yeah,
GG.
and the estimate is quite short.
Yeah, and also like
Compared to my
111.
PV actually.
Yeah.
All right. Well, GG, Asu. Good job on your run.
Thanks.
Are there any shoutouts you'd like to give before we move on to our next run?
Well, shoutouts for having me on this Spyrothon. That's actually the first one since I've been around in this community for like almost 4 years now. That I've been able to finally participate to a Spyrothon, so I'm pretty glad with that. And other than that, shoutouts to everyone who turned up on the race. I got a lot of friends that cheered me up about the race, so see, I'm pretty happy with that. So shout out to them. And yeah, if you like Spyro, if you like speedrunning, come. We have a nice community, and I'm glad to be part of it.
And I promise, like French people haven't taken all over yet, so you can come and
Yeah.
speak English. It will be fine.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I'm glad that you were able to finally do a run with us here at Spyrothon, and thank you, Racer, for helping out with commentary. You did a fantastic job. And if you
Thank
guys
you.
want to hang around, next up we have Season of Flame Any Percent with Rubber Ducky Assassin.